My name is Stephanie Poole. My family name is Ninja Gathale. Well, the program's called Lutsel K'e Dene Tanning Camp, and it's open to anyone who wants to attend. So it can be settlers or Indigenous people, any age, any kind of ability. You're welcome to bring your children with you. All that we ask is that you sort of be independent and kind of self-sustainable when you come to camp, so you have all of your things that you need and you're going to be able to take care of yourself. And really, I think the only thing we don't like around hide camp is a lot of like dogs or loose dogs, because sometimes they bother the hides. So really anyone is welcome. We really wanted to carve out a space and time where we could work on tanning hides together. A lot of times we're alone or just a couple of women together, and when you're working on a big hide like a moose hide, it's nice to have a lot of hide tanners helping to do, like fleshing the hide or taking the hair off or even helping to scrape it. It makes the work go a lot faster, and it's nice to be around other hide tanners. Lots of hide tanners also have other responsibilities, like maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, or you're a student, or any number of things, and you're sort of working on your hides, kind of on the weekend or when you can find time. So it's nice to have like this week-long time period where that's all you're doing is just working on hides and with one another's help. So we really wanted to be able to create that space for hide tanners, and we wanted to make it open to anyone who was interested. And we didn't want to charge a fee also, because we wanted to make sure we were honoring the treaty. So and it sort of brings about that element of respect. So you're not buying something, or you're not selling something that then someone can just take and do whatever they want to with it. You're sharing your knowledge, and the people learning are learning to respect that knowledge. And so those are some of the things that were really important about Lutsel K'e Hide Camp. Also, being able to have like that intergenerational transfer of knowledge. So being able to have the knowledge of the elders or the older people and the adults, and the knowledge from the young people and children as well, and everybody learning from each other was really important also. For me, Indigenous education is it's just another part of our lifestyle and our way of life. So sometimes you'll find uh, attitudes that sort of say only elders hold traditional knowledge, or as if somehow you attain a certain age and then all of a sudden you get all this wisdom and knowledge because you're an elder now. But really, we start acquiring our traditional knowledge sort of right from birth, and it's something that we gain as we go through different rites of passage throughout our lifetime. And I think it's important to recognize that, and to celebrate, the different rites of passage that come along during your life, as sort of recognizing, you've attained a certain level of education, or Indigenous education, our way of being and our way of life. So I find that, like I had mentioned before, Indigenous education, the way you sort of approach it and the way that you it's completely different from sort of like a Western education that you would sort of think about, like a classroom setting and books and tests and assessments and that kind of thing. In our community, I envision our education system moving away from sort of a colonial Western classroom setting, um, and the way it is now, I feel like it's sort of trying to do both, a little bit of both. It's trying to provide this Western education, and it's trying to also provide like an Indigenous education and on the land opportunities. I feel like there's a way um, that the community can sort of take over the school and its own school district, and then make more choices about what is offered in the school and how it's offered. What sort of having a good look at what are our priorities and how are we going to achieve them. Um, and I think that this is something that can be done, um, but it requires a champion, somebody at the in the community at the grassroots, leader who will say, "We're going to improve this education system, and we'll take the lead and sort of rally everyone." I think everyone is ready for something like that. Um, this will be the fifth year, this 2018. So over the years, we can see that our Lutsel K'e Dene camp is growing. There's more people who are interested in coming every year, um, for different types of reasons, and um, we can also see right across the north, we can see more hide camps being struck in other communities. Um, and so we think that's a part of our success as well, is that, you know, now there's these hide camps running all over the north, and more people are wanting to come to our camp, and we can we talk to people about, you know, what they would like to see at the next camp, or what they did or didn't like about it. So um, those are kind of the ways that we do that. To run a program like this, I really appreciate having these elders who hold a lot of knowledge about tanning a variety of hides and furs, and having them available to share their knowledge to other people. This program wouldn't be sort of possible without it as the foundation. But what I find at Hide Camp also is that we explore and sort of try new things kind of on our own, and with the knowledge holders or elders sort of like watching what we're doing. Like this past year, we experimented with like fish skins, and that was really fun and something new, and so doing those kind of things as well. um, it's important to have support from the community in general for something like this. If you're going to be hosting a lot of visitors, non-Indigenous and sort of like strangers to the community, it's good to have, you know, the community be supportive of that, you know, welcoming your guests and visitors during that time. It's important to have, like, we organize this program